If you have ADHD like me, you know that ADHD paralysis is no joke and executive dysfunction is wicked. But in this video, I'm going to talk about ways to overcome it and what I do on a day-to-day basis to work with my brain and not against it. If you're new here, my name is Kojo Sarfo. I'm your Hollywood mental health expert. I'm a doctorally prepared mental health nurse practitioner, comedian, actor, writer, and I have ADHD. So I live everything that I talk about. Like, I live this. It costs to live like this, and I know it. I just came back from the gym, and after the gym, I get the best ideas, and I realized that when you're dealing with ADHD paralysis and executive dysfunction, you have to work with your brain. You can't work against it. I woke up this morning, I got my whiteboard together, I had a long list of things that I want to do today, and I knew that I wasn't going to do all of them. So the first thing that I did was I created a list of everything that I had to do, and I put a little priority box in there. And I put all of my must-do things in that priority box. The must-do things are the things that if I don't do this, I'm going to pay a big price for it. So there's a couple of things in there. And I didn't do two of my priority things. But I got the majority of the things that I had to get done today. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I just realized one thing at the gym. That's why I had to make this video right now. I just realized one thing. Sometimes when you're dealing with ADHD paralysis, the difficulty of the struggle comes from not being able to do. But instead of trying to do, sometimes it's best to not do, to be intentional about not doing, and you can make progress like that. For example, if you know that today you had to clean your room and play guitar, and you just can't do any of those things, and it's getting to be 7:30, 8 o'clock, it's almost time for bed, and you're starting to feel bad about yourself because you couldn't do any of those things. Sometimes the best thing to do in that moment is not to try and push it and do either one, scrambling to clean up your room or scrambling to play guitar. No, the best thing to do is to not do it. Just let it be what it is. Call it a day and focus on getting some sleep and waking up tomorrow. That's what I plan to do with the things that I haven't been able to do today. And I'm realizing that one of the most taxing things about ADHD is the fact that our brains are always on. Our brain is always on. Like, it's never off. Cortisol levels through the roof. You're always stressed because the brain is constantly turned on. Like, learning how to relax is something that I'm still learning to do. In fact, I don't know how to relax. I know how to try to relax, but I don't know how to relax because my brain is always in overdrive. What do I got to do next? What did I forget to do yesterday? What's the one thing that I'm forgetting to do right now that I know I should be doing, but it must have escaped my mind? The brain is never really quiet when it comes to ADHD, but you have to understand your brain and know how to work with it. Look, ADHD is not going anywhere. A lot of people say that you grow out of it. I don't know what they mean by you grow out of it. Some people can get to the point where your symptoms don't affect you as much. But guys, keep in mind, this is a neurodevelopmental mental health condition. You were born this way. You got it from your mom. You got it from your dad. You got it from your grandparents. You were born this way. So you don't have to judge yourself for the way that you were born. You're not lazy. You're not incapable of doing what you want to do. You just have a brain-based disorder that makes it difficult to execute. The ideation is not the problem. We know how to put together a to-do list. We know how to write down the things that we have to do. We know how to plan. We can plan up and down, left and right all day. But when it comes time to execute, the wherewithal to execute is just not there. It's not a matter of if you will or won't. It's a matter of if you can or can't. That's how mental health works. It's an issue of I can't. Not that I won't or I don't want to. I physically can't. I'm stuck. I'm stuck right here. And I don't know what to do. So when it comes to executive dysfunction and ADHD paralysis, instead of trying to force ourselves to do the thing, let's back off. You know how they say you can't fight fire with fire? It's the same way. If I really have to clean my room and I can't clean my room, how about I stop? And when you stop, how about you also remove that shame and guilt and blame? Let it go. Because it's the shame that keeps you stuck. It's the shame that prevents you from implementing a system. And it's a system that's going to help you attack all of your things in order of what's the most priority going down. It hit me on the treadmill today. I'm like, wow. Instead of worrying about the things that I have to do that I didn't get done. Of course, if something is time sensitive, if you have a discussion post that is due tonight at midnight, don't listen to what I said. This is not for you. You got a discussion post that's due at midnight and it's 10:34. Okay, now it's time to kick things into high gear. And that sense of urgency should propel you to, to get that thing going. But if it's not something that's priority, like I gotta get it done tonight, let go. For whatever reason, we weren't able to get the thing done. And mindset is so important because it's your mindset that dictates everything that you do. In fact, your external environment is a reflection of what's in your mind. But when you have ADHD and you struggle with ADHD paralysis and you struggle with executive dysfunction, you develop these self-limited beliefs over time where you believe that I'm not somebody who can do X, Y, and Z because I just know myself. Like I start and then I stop it. So what's the point in starting? There's a point in starting, but you have to let go of the guilt and shame that comes with starting and stopping and starting and stopping and starting and stopping. That's how it's going to be for the majority of us. We'll start and stop and start and stop. But when we stop, can you let go of the guilt and shame that comes with stopping? Okay, your consecutive day streak is broken. Cool. That's all that happened. You're not a dumb person. You're not a bad person. You just had a streak of doing something consecutively. And for whatever reason, you weren't able to keep it up. Because of ADHD. Not for whatever reason. But that's the key. If you're struggling with ADHD paralysis and executive dysfunction, sometimes just let go. Let's not do it. And as I'm teaching y'all, I'm learning how to work with my brain and not how to work against my brain. I'm realizing that the nighttime hours, I'm going to do my best to relax. I got this video idea. I'm like, all right, let me record this video before I even take a shower. Y'all can't smell me right now, fortunately for y'all. But in about 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to smell a lot better. But you can't smell me right now, but I had to make this idea while I was, on my mind. So just understand that executive dysfunction and ADHD paralysis, it's a part of your life, unfortunately. But allowing yourself to relax, allowing your brain to rest. And guys, like I said, I'm learning how to do this. I think what is helping me out tonight is that I have the Vikings and Rams game on here. And once I cut this camera off and upload this to YouTube, I'll watch the game and that'll help me relax. But my goal right now, and I'll let you all know what progress I make with this, but my goal is to allow myself the latter portion of the day, the last few hours of the day, allow myself to just relax. If I didn't get it done, that's fine. Stop worrying about it. Because sometimes you can go a week without doing a certain thing, but you didn't have any mental peace because you spent all week worrying about it. So if we weren't going to do the thing anyway, then how about we just don't worry about it? Because if we didn't get the thing done, but we didn't worry about it, we're at a better position because we weren't stressing ourselves out. So our mindset is more primed. Our brains are more primed to execute on that thing. And then there's other tips and tricks and strategies. For example, if I want to clean the bathroom, I'll just go, into the restroom and say, all right, I'll just clean the countertops. Nothing too crazy. I'm not going to clean the whole bathroom. And after I clean the countertops, before you know it, I'm listening to my favorite song or a podcast. I've cleaned the whole bathroom. I've mopped, I've swept, cleaned the toilet bowl, the toilet seat. I've cleaned everything because I got some momentum going. Because sometimes we have to trick our brains into being productive. But I think it's high time that we stop blaming ourselves for not being able to execute on a certain thing. So if we can't force ourselves to do something, how about we allow ourselves to relax? And that's what I'm going to do this week to hopefully help myself overcome might be a stretch, but work with my brain to make some progress and push back a little bit against the ADHD paralysis and the executive dysfunction. So that's my goal. Looks like the Rams will pull this game out, and it'll be good for the city. We had a lot of devastation with the wildfires. Maybe the Rams winning tonight will help to lift the city up, and it can give me some momentum to get some things done. So short video. That's all I have for y'all at this point in time. But if you've made this far in the video, I appreciate your attention. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and just know that whatever you're going through, whatever is on your mind, whatever is that big giant on your to-do list, we're going to get there. We're going to knock it out thing by thing, task by task. We're going to get there. So until the next video, like, share, comment, subscribe, whatever they make us say at the end of these videos. But until the next video, peace out, take care, and I love y'all.